The down command is a really great alternative and addition to our sit command. I really enjoy the down command because I find my dogs are more comfortable in this position and therefore they hold it for longer durations. And therefore, it has become a more reliable command for me than a sit, for example. Um, we are going to go over a couple of different ways that, no, down, different ways that you can teach the down command. But I will also show you my preferred method. And I chose Apollo specifically for this. Number one, because he's a giant breed. So he's got a lot of body to move around and try to figure out how to do things with. So I taught Apollo the first of two ways, which I'm sure is the way that majority down the majority of people have taught their dogs, which is from a sit position. Like I said, you can do this both ways. I prefer the fold back method that Apollo just did instead of going from a sit to a down, but I'll explain all of that after I really kind of show you exactly how everything works. So Apollo's currently in a down. I'm going to break him out of that. Free. And when he comes back, I am going to ask for a sit. Sit. Yes. And then from the sit position, what we are going to do is we are going to have our food to lure. We're going to bring his head down to the ground and pull our hand slightly away from him so that he lays down. You can see he's kind of scrunched up in this position. It doesn't look very comfortable. So this is another reason why I don't really prefer this method. It just does not look comfortable. Free. So again, I am either going to lure or I'm going to ask my dog to sit. My husband's outside trimming the grass, so that's why Apollo seems a little bit distracted. So sit. He's in the sit. I rewarded that sit. Then with my lure, I'm going to bring his head down to the ground and then pull him out. So here he looks a little bit more comfortable. Maybe in the other spot, he didn't have enough space to really stretch out. But this looks more comfortable. I know. Thank you. This looks more comfortable for him than the other position he was in. Free. Sit. Remember, I'm going to reward that sit. And then I'm going to bring his head down to the ground. And I'm going to walk my hand slightly away from him and then reward once he's in that down position. You can see he's done this quite a bit. This is how he was originally taught a down position. And I think this is great for dogs who really don't like the fold back method that Apollo just demonstrated. And it's not a bad way. There's multiple ways you can teach a down command, and no way is wrong. I'm just showing you as many options as I can think of right now. I'm sure there's hundreds others. And these are the ones that I found are most reliable, at least that I've done with my dogs. And the first is always the sit down method. One kind of caveat to that is the fact that you will always be stuck with going from sit to down. That there is no just down, which will be very important in a couple videos from now when we're moving between sits, down, and stands. And it'll be very difficult to move from a down to a stand or a stand to a down. Down. Thank you. Down. No. You like your paws. You sure do. So it's very, very difficult to go from like a stand to a down, or just like I said, it's difficult to maneuver between those three positions when your dog is only taught down from a sit position. Now with the fold back down, it's its own, you're in the way. It's its own behavior within itself. Therefore, you can easily move from a down to a sit or a stand to a down or however you would like it. and you are no longer required to go from sit to then down. So how we do the fold back down is ideally with your dog in a standing position, and you can use your nose touch for this. In the next video, I'll also be showing you exactly how to teach a stand position. But I am going to move Apollo around so you guys can see a little bit better. So he's in the stand position, and I am going to lure his head down. Yes. And I'm going to kind of try and push the food in between his paws. So again, I'm pushing the food in between his front paws, waiting for him to kind of fold back down. Ideally, once the front elbows are down, you're pretty much golden. And then once they're in the down position, you can either lure them back into a stand if your dog is very good with the lure, or you can just free them and reset the game. So again, I will show you in between the front paws, push slightly backwards, and they're in that down position. Some things I have noticed with some dogs, especially smaller breeds, is that they won't just fold down. They'll back up. A corner or even a wall is really, really helpful for this, because once they hit the wall, they tend to just fold into that down position. Another thing I have noticed is, like for example, with my cattle dog, he would put his front elbows down, kind of like in a bow position, but his butt would still be up in the air. I would wait him out. I wouldn't move my hand. I would just wait him out. In addition to that, I kind of want to mention that sometimes just getting the elbows down is a great place to start. So what I mean by that is, he's in a stand. Yes. Elbows are down, and I'm going to reward that. Yes. Before his butt ever hits the ground, I'm already rewarding. This is called shaping. It is rewarding the approximations of going into that down command. And then once he's comfortable putting his elbows down first, then I can hold the treat just a little bit longer and see if his butt will fall to the ground. Right here. So again, yes, and treat. Yes, and treat. Now I'm just going to hold the treat, and his butt fell to the ground. Again, I just really like a down position for their comfort, and I don't know why, it just seems a little bit more stable than if, say I put my dog into a sit and they were really ready and really excited about a distraction. They could easily pop out of that sit and go chase that distraction. With a down, it is much less likely, especially if your dog ends up, I don't know if Paula will do it, rolling onto their hip. Down. Looks like he's not. I haven't done that in a while. So if your dog eventually rolls onto their hip, you know that they're pretty much not going anywhere. That's pretty much you sitting on the couch and pulling a blanket over yourself. You're not going anywhere. You're not getting up for anything. And that's kind of the same thought process with them. He knows that we're training, number one. And number two, it's been a long time since I've worked on getting that hip roll or roll onto the hip. So that is our down position. If you guys have any questions or if you're struggling, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out, work on some troubleshooting, and anything like that. Again, keep on training. And I also do want to mention that I have released a course that works on focus and building your dog's relationship with you and working through distractions as well. It goes over some household manners, it goes over our distractions, and also a little bit of loose leash walking. It is a really, really great short course that I think you guys would truly love. Fully online, you keep it forever so you can consistently go back and do the course again and again and again, as however often as you would like. You can pop in and out. You can go at your own pace. I truly poured my heart and soul into this course, and I love every minute of it. And you get to see more of my kiddos, as well as a couple of other dogs that I was able to use or steal for video purposes. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything, I'm more than happy to help you out. Check out that course, Positive Focus, and have a great day, guys.